There's a lovely story of a father and son. Varuna is the father. Many princes and young people are there with him. They come here to learn from the master Varuna. Varuna had one son called Bhrigu. A typical principal's son. He is not studying properly. He doesn't go and learn from the father. Father never insisted that the son should learn. But mother was worried. It's always the mothers who worry about the children more. She's telling her husband, Papa, you are teaching thousands of people. Why can't you teach your son? Father said, let him come to me when he wants to learn. I don't have to force him. Let him come whenever he wants. One day the mother tutors the son properly and says, go, learn from your father. The fellow is moving around in the ashrama for so long, he has heard a few words. Doesn't know what they mean. He has heard a few words being in the ashrama. He goes to his father and tells him, Father, I see these fellows spending 10 years, 15 years here learning something or the other. I don't have so much time. I won't have Brahmadhyana, not ordinary Jnana. He has heard this word Brahmadhyana. Teach me Brahmadhyana very quickly. I don't have much time. Father smiled and said, I'll make it very quickly for you. 2 minutes. I'll tell you Brahmadhyana. What is Brahmadhyana? He said there are 2 qualities for Brahma. If you want to have Brahmadhyana, 2 qualities are there. Very simple. When you get Brahma, you feel very happy about it. When you get Brahma, you are very happy about it. And secondly, that happiness has no death. Why? Brahmadhyana, you don't understand. He started eating more. The mother was worried. He told the husband, what did you tell him? He comes and eats more and says, you got Brahmadhyana. Let him continue. After 4 or 5 days, the boy thinks one day, yeah, when I eat food, I feel very happy. The first qualification is right. But the problem is I ate so much at night and again morning I am hungry. Morning eat, again I am hungry in the evening. That means the food I consume has death. It dies. Therefore it may not be Brahma. He goes back to father and says, Father, I thought Anna is Brahma. It is not Brahma because it has death. Good, you are on the right path, carry on. The boy, he doesn't guide. Today is the day of tuitions and guides. You know, for everything there is a guide. Engineering college also, 60-page guide. If you read that, you get distinction, no problem. You don't have to go to the originals now. And recently my heart, I was shocked, Venkateshmurthy. I went to a place and there is digest, SSLC digest. I was not shocked in my life so much. I knew that we are spoon feeding children. We are digesting on their behalf also. You know, this is something terrible. You go back to Taittiriya Upanishad, there is no question of guiding, tuitions and digesting at all. Let the boy do it. The boy says one day he took a copper plate, cleaned it nicely, rubbed it, made it look like a mirror. He would eat well, run around, look his body into the mirror. Every day he started doing exercises. One day mother asked, what are you doing, man? He said, you don't understand, Amma, I got Brahmadhyana. You know, I do a lot of exercises, look at my body, how strong it is, and it gives me joy. And this joy is permanent. The mother smiled and said, have you seen your father? Yeah, I see him every day. How is he? Old. Skin is wrinkled. Beard has become white and is drooping shoulders. And the mother said, at your age, your father was much more charming than you. Then why happened like this? It happens to everybody. You will also become old. Your skin also will get wrinkled. Your hair becomes white and you become old. Drooping shoulders will come. Oh my God. Then what happens one day? One day you will die. Your father will die. I will die. Everybody will die. Oh my God. Then this is not Brahma. I thought this was Prana was Brahma. I thought initially Anna was Brahma. It is not so. I thought Prana is Brahma. It is not Brahma. Then what is this? Went and told his father. Father said, you are on the right path. Carry on. Discover yourself. Exploration. Today we talk in 21st century education. Exploration. And the boy went into the forests. Looked at every tree. The story says he went for about 12 years into the forest. Identified every tree. When does it bloom? What is the quality of the tree? Which family it belongs to? And what kind of fruits it gives? Everything about this. He became a great botany professor. 12 years he ran around, identified the entire forest and came back and sat before the father and said, Father, I have got Brahmadhyana now. Little more sober now. He said, why? I got knowledge and knowledge has no death. I got knowledge about the plants and it has no death. He said, very good. You got Vijnana. But one thing, child, Do you know how much you have studied now? The forest around this ashrama? Do you know how big is the world? For the first time, the father sits in front of the child and talks him about the whole cosmos. How big is the cosmos? What you have studied now is not even the tip of a pin. The boy is shocked. I spent 12 years looking at it. Then when will I know the entire universe? You can't physically know it. Then what to do? Discover. He came back home. Now he started looking inwards, not outwards. He started wondering how this world came into being. Who should be doing all this? There must be power which controls all this. He started thinking of it and became a great sage. And he went into what you call Manomaya Kosha. Instead of going to Vijnana, he went to Manomaya Kosha, inside. And finally, when he went deep into the Manomaya Kosha, he found that there is joy inside rather than outside. Therefore, he said, Indian philosophy is different from the Western philosophy on this count. For joy and happiness, Western world looks outside. You should have a big car, big bungalow, more dollars in your purse. But Indian philosophy says, don't worry about all of them. Look inside, look inside. You can be happy with lots of money around you. You can be happy without anything. I have seen people who are miserable with lots of money, and I have also seen people happy without much money. So what makes you happy? In fact, one day I was coming from Delhi to Bangalore and flight got cancelled. I had to come by the train. It was a February morning. You know, February, Delhi is pretty cold, very, very cold. On Delhi station, on the stone platform there, one person was sleeping. Had no cover. He is sleeping crouched position, but he was snoring. I walked into the compartment. It is the first AC compartment. Everything is beautiful, temperature controlled. Bed was given, rug was given. And the fellow sleeping next to me in the other berth was miserable. He was tossing up and down. I'm not able to sleep, I'm not able to sleep, Suddenly I thought that fellow on the platform, in bitter cold, he was snoring. With everything beautifully done here, he can't sleep. Why? It is not the climate, it is not the environment, it is not the stone bench, it is not the beautiful position here. He is not comfortable within. So ultimately, Indian philosophy says, if you want to be happy, look inside, not outside. And finally, he got what you call Atma Sakshatkara, Anandamaya Kosha. We call 5 koshas: Annamaya Kosha, Pranamaya Kosha, Manomaya Kosha, Vidyanamaya Kosha, and finally Satchidananda Kosha. These 5 levels. What is Satchidananda Kosha? You have to be happy.